Recovery is a process of decisions podcast. This podcast is a weekly revealing of the recovery journey of peer support specialist Trent Thomas. Join him on his internal research-driven dive into what to and what not to do in sustaining recovery. His weekly episodes demonstrate that you are not alone, and what we can't do alone, we can do together. This life is hills and valleys, but we were built for struggle. These weekly episodes are a journey into his life lessons as he fulfills his daily mandate to help someone other than himself. Welcome to Recovery is a Process of Decisions podcast. Welcome to the Recovery is a Process of Decisions podcast. This is Trent Thomas, your recovery peer support specialist. Tonight's episode is entitled Recovery Means Respecting Myself. Respect is defined as a feeling of deep admiration for someone or something, elicited by their abilities, qualities, or achievements. Self-respect is when you have that admiration for yourself. To respect someone is to hold them in high regard or esteem. Respecting oneself requires holding yourself in the highest regard. No one should respect you more than you respect yourself. Self-respect requires a long, hard look at oneself. A consistent look in the mirror is required. How you look is a reflection of how you feel about yourself. Completing a neat, clean, well-groomed appearance reflects your inner confidence. Having control over what you put in your body is reflected in your body mass index. Self-respect is intertwined with self-control. Overeating or overresting has a severe reflection in how our body looks. Daily exercise as well as some workout regimen should be a consistent part of our weekly routine. For me, I walk my dog for an hour every day, rain or shine. I couple that with an audiobook reading as a part of my mind-enriching exercise. In addition, I add 2 days a week with swimming, 20 laps at my local YMCA. For me, this routine is a part of my life cycle. I practice my schedule regardless of what I'm going through or involved with. I don't diet. I eat one full meal a day. I take herbal remedies along with my vitamins and my prescribed medication. I do this because I want to live and not die. My daily routine is how I show appreciation and gratitude for God giving me another opportunity to live, another chance just to do better. I have also instituted filters in what I feed my mind. Only watch certain shows. I limit my interaction with social media, taking days off each week. Respect can also be defined as having due regard for the feelings, wishes, or traditions of others. This should be true of how we interact with all we come in contact with in our lives, especially with our family and loved ones. Our self-respect includes how we demonstrate respect to our significant others, our children or parents, our workmates. Showing respect merits respect from others towards us. Listening is respectful. Sometimes we must show respect by not saying anything, but listening. When others respect what you say, it demonstrates God using you as a vessel for his objective. We hear what God ordains us to hear. The words coming out of your mouth might not be what the listener hears. Spoken words are the result of your vocal cords vibrating and thus sending sound waves across the room. How those vibrations are interpreted and then translated into meaning are all acts controlled by God. What you hear can be a direction from God. The speaker is the vessel and the words are the tools of enrichment. Truth has a ring to it. Truth originates from God. Truth is repetitive. It sounds the same because you cannot add or subtract from the truth. The word deja vu is a feeling that you have heard or seen something before. This is the formulation of speaking truth. Truth remains the same. Truth does not need supporting statements to hold it up. Proof is self supporting, it carries its own weight. The weight of truth bears its own. There are no versions of truth, just as there are no versions of God. There is the one true God. No partners, no versions, just one truth. God does is truthful. God cannot lie or issue a falsehood. Gratitude for the mercy from God warrants respect. Respect for the God of my understanding, who spared my life and granted me a new opportunity to just do better. Respect begins with self respect, respect for life, and respect for the God of my understanding. This is Trent Thomas on another episode of Recovery is a Process of Decisions podcast. You can now subscribe to this podcast and receive special in depth episodes for subscribers only, as well as a private email account to communicate directly with me for comments and show suggestions. In addition, I will be doing podcast shout outs to all those subscribers who request shout outs. As always, your inspiring comments can be left at transnetrecover.com/podcast. Please feel free to follow me on Facebook and Instagram, hashtag TransNetRecover. Thank you and have a